Good morning, students. I am Professor Nitin Karoulia from Sage Group of Institutions, Bhopal. The topic that we are going to take today is retail location. So, we all know that the retail location is one of the most important and influential consideration in a customer's store choice. Location decisions we know have very strategic importance because they can be used to develop a sustainable competitive advantage. If a retailer has the best location that is most attractive to its customers, competitors cannot easily copy this advantage. Locations decisions are risky. When retailers select a location, they either must make a substantial investment to buy and develop the real estate or must commit to a long-term lease with developers. Retailers often commit to lease for 5 to 15 years. Going forward, we will be covering the types of retail locations. There are several types of location choices available for retail stores, each type with its own strength and weaknesses. The basic types of location from which the retailers can choose are freestanding. They are also called unplanned. City or town business district, they are also unplanned. Shopping center and non-traditional locations such as an airport or within another store. So this choosing a particular location type requires evaluating a series of trade-offs such as size of trade area, occupancy cost of location, pedestrian and vehicle customer traffic, generated restrictions placed on store operations. Now we will discuss the isolated store or freestanding location, and this is the unplanned one. Retail locations for an individual isolated store unconnected to other stores. However, they might be near other freestanding retailers or a shopping center. The advantages of freestanding locations are number one, convenience for customers, easy access and parking, high vehicular traffic and visibility to attract customers driving by, modest occupancy costs, fewer restrictions on number of hours or merchandise as are imposed in shopping centers, and the rent of these locations is comparatively low. These locations are popular for gas stations, hotels on highways, fast food restaurants such as McDonald's, etc. However, freestanding locations have a limited trade area. There are no other nearby retailers to attract customers interested in shopping at multiple outlets on one trip. Freestanding locations may have higher occupancy costs because they do not have other retailers to share the cost of outside lighting, parking lot maintenance, or trash collection. Freestanding locations may have little pedestrian traffic, limiting the number of customers who might drop in because they are just walking by. Okay. Outpasses enable retailers to have a drive-through window, dedicated parking, and clear visibility from the street. Number two is city or town locations. They are also unplanned locations. Urban locations have lower occupancy cost than enclosed malls and other often have high pedestrian traffic. However, vehicular traffic is limited due to congestion in urban areas. As we know that urban areas are highly populated in cities like Pune, Bangalore, Delhi, kind of you find very difficulty in parking. So the parking problems reduce customer convenience. Unlike freestanding locations, store signage can be restricted in these locations. Young professionals and retired empty nesters are moving into these areas to enjoy the convenience of shopping, restaurants, and entertainment near their residence. People just walk in and just roam without any intention of any purchase. So this causes a lot of inconvenience to the people who have come actually for shopping purpose, right? Many urban areas are going through a process of gentrification, the renewal and rebuilding of offices, housing, and retailers in deteriorating. Then we will talk about the Central Business District or CBD, main center of commerce and trade in a city. A hub for public transportation, high level of pedestrian traffic. You can say some area near the bus stop, you can say, right? Good accessibility in terms of transport from all parts of the city, large number of residents living in the area, some area of old city which is densely populated, right? Limited parking and longer driving times can discourage suburban shoppers from patronizing stores in CBD. Shoplifting is a concern requiring increased security cost, lack of planning. One block may contain upscale boutiques, next may have low income housing. Customers may not have access to enough retailers that they can visit in one shopping trip. Then we have a main street or high streets, like for example, I've quoted that of United Kingdom, traditional shopping area in smaller towns within a larger city. Main streets share most of the characteristics of a CBD, but the occupancy costs are generally lower. Main street locations do not draw as many people as CBD because fewer people work in the area, and the fewer stores generally mean a smaller overall selection. Main streets do not offer the range of entertainment and recreational activities available in CBDs. Then we have this inner city concept. That an inner city in the United States refer to a high density urban areas that has higher unemployment and lower income than the surrounding metropolitan areas. We can take example of Connaught Place for Delhi to refer in the Indian context. Okay. Then we have the third type of retail location, that is shopping centers. It is a kind of planned retail location. We all know shopping centers. We have been to different malls and all. So it is a group of retail and other commercial establishment that are planned, developed, owned, and managed as a single property. By combining many stores at one location, the development attracts more consumers to the shopping center than would be the case if stores were at separate locations. Okay, the developer and shopping center management carefully selects a set of retailers that are complementary to provide consumers with a comprehensive shopping experience, including a well thought out assortment of retailers. The shopping center management also maintains the common facilities such as parking area, urinals, and the cleanliness and the waste management and all that is all taken care of by the shopping center management. Retailers in the center pay a portion of CAM cost for the center according to the size of their store's place. Shopping center management generally place restrictions on the operating hours. You know, there's a starting opening time of the mall and there's a closing time of the mall. Okay, signage, even the type of merchandise sold in the store, they have a kind of control and hold on such things. Most shopping centers have at least one or two major retailers referred to as anchors that are specially called by the center's developer because they attract a significant number of consumers and make the center more appealing for other retailers. To get these anchor retailers to locate in the center, developers give them special deals such as reduced lease amount because of these retailers who attract more of the customers. So the business comes for the other retailers also. Okay, then we have neighborhood and community shopping centers, we can say. You must have seen them while driving on a highway from, say, Ahmedabad to Surat or Ahmedabad to Rajkot or some expressways. You find such type of locations. These are also called strip shopping centers, are attracted rows of non-enclosed stores with on-site parking usually located in front of the stores. Smaller centers or neighborhood centers are anchored by a supermarket or a drugstore and designed for day-to-day convenience shopping. The large centers or community centers are anchored by at least one big box, such stores such as a discount department store or an off-price retailer. Okay, we see some DMart kind of store or Reliance kind of store at such locations. The main advantages are that they offer the customers convenient locations and easy parking and have relatively low occupancy cost. Disadvantages is that smaller centers have a limited trade area due to their size and they lack entertainment and restaurants. There's no protection from the weather. As a result, neighborhood and community centers do not attract as many customers as larger enclosed malls do. Okay, so that is now in today's class. balance part we will be taking in next session. Thank you, students.